There are some pains that run deeper than the sea, some sorrows that time cannot wash away. Ifeanyi, a humble fisherman, had built his life around love. Love for his wife, Adaora, whose beauty was as captivating as the ocean she grew up beside. But behind their smiles, behind the laughter shared in the quiet moments of their small village, was a pain so unbearable that even the waves seemed to whisper their grief. For 8 long years, Ifeanyi and Adaora had been trying to start a family. But each time Adaora became pregnant, the dream of holding their child slipped through their fingers. Every child she carried was lost before they could ever take their first breath. The pain was indescribable. Ifeanyi's heart was heavy, but Adaora's was shattered in a way no one else could ever understand. One evening, after the loss of yet another child, Ifeanyi walked alone to the shore, where the ocean had once been his solace. But now, the sea, which had always been his friend, seemed cold and distant, just like the growing emptiness in his home. Adaora had not spoken a word since the latest loss. She would sit by the window, staring out at the ocean, her eyes dark with a sadness that frightened Ifeanyi. It had been 8 years of love, but also 8 years of unspoken sorrow. Ifeanyi adored Adaora more than life itself, but he was beginning to fear that something deeper was pulling her away. Something dark, something he could not understand. That night, as Ifeanyi drifted off to sleep, he found himself in a strange dream. He was walking along the shore when the waves began to rise unnaturally, higher and higher, until they crashed down and pulled him into the depths. In the deep, he saw something impossible. Adaora, not as a woman he knew, but as a mermaid. Her body was graceful and powerful, her shimmering tail moving with ease through the water. She was surrounded by 3 children who looked just like her. They swam and played in the dark, while a shadowy figure watched over them from the distance. Ifeanyi awoke in a cold sweat. The dream had been so vivid, so real. He could still feel the cold water on his skin. But it couldn't be true, could it? His heart raced as he looked at Adaora, sleeping peacefully beside him. Could the woman he loved be hiding something? Was she really something more? He couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to Adaora than she had told him. And that night, he vowed to find out the truth. The next day, as the sun set and the waves gently kissed the shore, Ifeanyi confronted Adaora. His heart was heavy, but he knew he needed answers. Adaora, I had a dream last night, a dream that I can't explain. It felt real. I saw you as a mermaid. Is there something you're not telling me? Adaora responded. Ifeanyi, there's something I must confess. Something I've kept hidden for so long, hoping it would never come between us. Adaora's voice trembled as she revealed the truth. She was not entirely human. She had once been a mermaid, living in the depths of the sea, where she had a family, a husband and children. But she longed for a life above the waves. And when she met Ifeanyi, she thought she had escaped her past. But her marine husband, the powerful king of the underwater realm, refused to let her go. He had cursed her, ensuring that any child she tried to have with Ifeanyi would never survive. The miscarriages were not accidents, they were his doing. He is jealous, Ifeanyi. He won't let me go. He won't let us have a family. I am cursed because I chose you over him. Ifeanyi's heart broke as he listened to Adaora's story. The love of his life had been living with this secret burden, and now they were both trapped in the cruel grasp of a jealous king. We have to fight this, said Ifeanyi. We have to break this curse, Adaora. I won't let him take anything else from us. Determined to save their love and have the family they dreamed of, Ifeanyi sought out the help of a powerful diviner. The diviner warned him that the only way to break the curse was to confront the Marine King himself and prove the strength of his love. You must go to the depths of the sea, Ifeanyi, and face him. Only the purity of your love can set Adaora free. With Adaora by his side, Ifeanyi entered the Marine Kingdom. The waters were dark and cold, but they pressed forward, knowing it was their only chance. In the heart of the ocean, they found him, the Marine King. His eyes burned with fury as he saw Adaora standing beside a mere human. "You dare return to my kingdom, Adaora, and with a human, I will never let you go," said the Marine King. But Ifeanyi stepped forward, his heart full of love for Adaora. He faced the Marine King without fear, his voice steady. "You may be a king, but your power comes from jealousy. Love is stronger than jealousy. I love Adaora, and she loves me. No curse can take that from us." The Marine King, struck by Ifeanyi's words, began to falter. His jealousy had consumed him for so long, but he could not deny the power of true love. With a final cry of anguish, the curse was lifted and the waters calmed. At last, Ifeanyi and Adaora were free. The curse was broken, and they could finally begin their family, free from the shadows of the deep. The ocean, once a source of heartaches, now cradled them in its calm embrace. The curse was broken, and for the first time in years, Ifeanyi and Adaora could dream of a future without fear. No longer bound by the shadows of the deep, they returned to their village with hearts that had endured the impossible. For as long as the waves meet the shore, their love would endure stronger than the tides and deeper than the deepest ocean. This was not the end of their journey. It was only the beginning of a love that even the sea could not drown. If you enjoyed this story, kindly like and subscribe to our channel for more stories. Thanks.